and it had 10 horns. I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn, before whom there were 3 of the first horns plucked up by the roots. And behold, in this horn were eyes like the eyes of man, and a mouth speaking great things. The Lord gives us all in 8 verses. He uses symbols, but that does not mean that we cannot understand the meaning of it. Let the Bible interpret itself. Daniel spoke and said, I saw in my vision by night, and behold, the 4 winds of the heavens strove on the great sea. Now, what does Daniel see in vision? He sees the wind blowing over the sea. Now, in Bible prophecy, water, the sea, has a special or specific meaning, as does the wind. What would this waters be? What would the sea be? Revelation 17:15, and he said to me, the waters which you saw are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. In other words, the Bible explains itself. It interprets itself. We need not speculate. In other words, when the Bible talks about the sea or many waters in prophecy, it's talking about nations, peoples, and multitudes. What does wind in Bible prophecy represent? Jeremiah 49:36. And on Elam will I bring the 4 winds from the 4 quarters of heaven, and will scatter them toward all those winds, and there shall be no nation where the outcasts of Elam shall not come. For I will cause Elam to be dismayed before their enemies, and before them that seek their life, and I will bring evil on them, even my fierce anger, says the Lord. And I will send the sword after them, till I have consumed them. Wind, therefore, represents war, strife, fighting. In other words, what does Daniel see in his vision? He sees the 4 winds striving upon the great sea, and as a result thereof, 4 beasts came up from the sea.